Alrighty. I think we are live. Bear with me as always for a few seconds. If you're watching this after the fact, please feel free to fast forward. Shwatang, nice to see you. David, hello. First, Lamb sure is antsy in the pantsy to get this game, this live stream started. Hey, Catherine. Good luck in your game. Hopefully you make many a cataphract and kill many an opponent. Tonight we're just doing some ranked ladder Rage Forest, not tournament, nothing like that. And away we go. I named the teams Northwest, Southeast. Let's take a look at the headliners. We saw a llama underneath that town center for free, which tells me somebody on this team is the Incas, not Samero, who is playing as the Armenians in gray. Steak is the Khmer Khmer in blue, and the other pocket Tato is the Roman, which of course leaves the last choice, Cool Cat, as the Incas in purple. Headlining the other team, we've got Dan MT as the Spanish and orange in his pocket. Fengida, however you want to pronounce it, in yellow as the Sicilianos, the Viper in teal as the Franks, and Ganji as the Vikings in green. We're gonna have all 3 or 4 games. We'll see how the night goes. I believe we're gonna have the Viper. Hey, Chris. Stouffer Loafer Gaming, nice to catch you live. Currently at work at the Turkey of the Hill. What is the Turkey of the Hill? Bobbing in because of the notification. I appreciate that so much. Please do tell us, what is the Turkey of the Hill? Is that a restaurant? And if so, what kind of food? I'm assuming it's not just turkey. Although you never know. Might be a good Thanksgiving business to have. How are you, Shwatang, by the way? Nice to catch you in the early stages of the game. I know it's like really early for you, literally across the world. Ooh, Dan, our Spaniard is taking no prisoners. We'll take a look at the Civ matchups where we'll take a look at who's facing off against who. Turkey Hill. I still don't know what that is. It's feel a little I don't want to say embarrassed. Turkey Hill. You're probably going to tell me what that is, and I'm going to probably know what it is. But right now, it's drawing a complete blank. Oh, it looks like you only got 3 of the boars. Oh yeah, the 4th one is melting into the sand underneath the tarp. So he pulled 4, got 3. Not the cleanest of pulls. And let's see what's going on. Who is facing off against who? We've got the Armenians in gray taking on the Vikings, 2 powerful infantry civilizations with 2 powerful archers to support. And then we saw the Incas on the left and the Spanish on the right. So pretty much a gunpowder civilization against a civilization that will struggle against gunpowder. Incan skirmishers, not my favorite, to be fair. Zuil, nice to catch you before the tournament. Canada, Venezuela. Oh, is Canada doing well? I have not been following at all any kind of soccer, or as the rest of the world calls it, football. 2 avenues of attack between the Spanish and his Incan target. It looks like this alleyway here has been walled. What the hell is this supposed to be? I mean, is that a lake? A lakelet? I'm not sure what the hell this lake in the middle. First of all, the position is disgusting. Yeah, I would demand maybe a respawn of this map. If this was a tournament game, you have a nice juicy lake, and then what, literally a nugget, a chicken McNugget here. And the other team has 3 decent lakes. I mean, this is pretty weird. Bit of a poo-shaped lake there, but whatever. Oh, Shwatang, I hope you're not arranging your sleep schedule around these. Turkey Hill Dairy, or simply known as the Turkey Hill, is an American brand of ice cream and other iced tea, ice cream, and other beverages and frozen desserts distributed throughout the United States and internationally. Ooh, David. Do they have it in Nova Scotia? I don't think I've ever seen Turkey Hill dairy, although I'm not the biggest ice cream guy. Although that does sound... I love iced tea. The sweeter, the better. I went to a restaurant, Charles Pan Fried Chicken in New York City, and I had some of their sweet iced tea. Man, it was like literally drinking pure sugar. Doc, hey. Nice to catch you live as well. Catherine, steaks, I'm assuming well done. I am having a great night. You work at a gas station at night and a glass manufacturer in the mornings. Ooh. I once applied to work at a gas station and I did not get the job. Is doing well. Not politically or economically, of course. Oh, he's attempting to pull a few more. Let's see it. Not enough meat for the Spaniard, so he kills a little bit more pork. The Spanish do love their pork. Again, what the hell is this? Literally one bit of shorefish here. Oh, David, you just Googled it? Okay, yeah. Something I can't really do during the live stream. So let's see what's going on around the map. I believe we have 6 different wall-offs here. Our Armenian is trying to bust into this one. Nothing happened in the center. Nothing happened at the bottom. And it looks like our Roman is circling, looking for things. I'm the only one who likes my steak well done. Which, believe me, any criticism you can levy at me has already been levied by my wife 5-fold. Sergio Tijanov, nice to catch you live. Thanks for all the awesome comments on the channel. From Romania. Ooh. After a week of work, quiet night where you are all by yourself and got nothing to do, tomorrow is priceless. Oh, I love those kinds of nights. And if it's raining, even freaking better. If it's raining and quiet, and it's nice and dark and... what's the word I'm looking for? Crepuscular, maybe? Oh, man, those nights are the best. I like to put on a bit of music, a little record. Okay, where the... oh, my goodness, what is happening here? By the way, keep in mind that this is Green's villager who just died. What the hell did he die to? Oh, this boar on the left. I thought it was the boar on the right. So it's actually Ganji who's pulling boars into the Viper's base and loses a villager. And now the Viper is making a bit of a zoo here for himself. Okay. I think I saw Slam doing this before. If you're not familiar with how town centers work, this is a 4x4 structure. And only these 2 tiles are open. The top 2 and these 2 here, from here to here. I really hate that you can't do diagonal lines in Age of Empires. Nothing can pass through here. But these 2 tiles, so that's why the Viper only put down 2 palisades. But what the hell? This is amazing. Unfortunately, Ganji did lose a villager. David, you'll be my local Wikipedia. Shuatang, I believe that only applies to their farmers. I don't think their fishermen can do any of that fun and fancy stuff. Yeah, the fishing ships are returning. Although I'm not too sure where that one went. He wasn't really carrying food. Yeah, this one's carrying 15 food. I think the don't have to drop shit off only applies to their farmers. And yes, I do like my steak well done. I cannot see pink. I cannot see blood, which is why in a steakhouse I usually go for the chicken. And again, like I said, anything you can throw at me, believe me, my wife has already done so. She is huge into steaks. She loves steaks. When we go to Vegas, we always go to Barry's Downtown Prime at the Circa. Our favorite place. Oh yeah, I mean, rainy nights, in my opinion, are the best. The only time I ever like snow is when it's late at night and I'm indoors and it's like 2 in the morning and the moonlight is reflecting off the snow. Then it's so nice and relaxing, but aside from that... Anyway, enough about my nighttime proclivities. Let's take a look at what's going on around the map again, as everyone is still in feudal except for a few. Obviously, the pockets have hit Castle Age first, the Viper being the only one on his team at the moment. It looks like Fangita. I mean, are they even going to bother taking this lake? Do you even bother to build a dock here? Just one dock? Yeah, Rainy Nights are really the best. There are people who hate them, and there are people who love them, and I fall into the loving category. I bought and I cooked a Fiorentina steak the other day. Ooh, what's a Fiorentina steak? Please do tell. By the way, if I didn't mention and I didn't notice, our Sicilian has snuck in infrastructure behind enemy lines. I don't know that there's necessarily a villager left. No, there is. Where is this villager? Oh, he's our Sicilian. Oh, and he walls his own villager in so that he can complete the wall off. What a badass move out of yellow. But the villager will be, how do we say, short-lived. I guess he could build another structure here in the corner. But let's take a look at his archers, see if they can get any kind of damage. For now, there is an Incan Scorpion. And so after 3 kills, all of them villagers, it looks like possibly these hunter-gatherers here. I see Dragon Rider. Nice to see you. Hopefully we have some nice big battles for you. It's from Scotona. Interesting. So it's like an Italian Wagyu beef style. Yeah, oh, Rain is like pure ASMR. It's like pure ASMR for the soul. The well done, gang. All right. So for now, the only action is in the Incan base. Our Incan has been isolated from his teammate, but a tower is up. One segment of wall will fall, and he is, by the way, in Castle Age, so absolutely nothing for him to worry about. Except perhaps a Conquistador push, as Dan is already starting. Thankfully, there is a lot of distance here to go until he reaches the Incan base to meet up with his friends from the Feudal Age. I remember once I was, when I was in Norway, and there was an American from Wisconsin, and it was really like the first time I was living on my own. We were cooking our own food and everything. Most of the students there were like in their early 20s, like I was. And he got ground beef, which I would always make ground beef and pasta. It was the easiest thing to do in the world. And he would eat the ground beef raw, and I was like, this is disgusting. He's like, no, the treatment that they do it, they treat it, they put I don't know what bacteria and shit that makes it decent to eat. You should try it. And I absolutely did not try it. Conquistador gets converted. I believe he gunned down the monk that converted him, so now unfortunately Cool Cat has to train another monk. Oh, I mean, our Incan economy is just getting ripped into. He's got 22 villagers. 22 villagers. He's literally got a quarter of the Khmer villager count. But our Roman is here. No ballistics just yet. No castle, so no ballistas either. And for now, it's the threat has been contained. Lumberjacks have nothing else to do but get that tree down, chop it down. And our Spaniard is starting to take down infrastructure. What is going on with green? I'm seeing a lot of dots. Okay, so they're worried about possibly some kind of cutting in the late stages of the game through the forest. Okay, infantry civilizations not really tearing into one another just yet, although we haven't really hit the 30-minute mark of the game. Lamb cutlets. I like lamb. Lamb is delicious. David, you tried sushi? What kind of sushi? Okay, villagers have had enough of this nonsense, and now they're chasing into archers, even though technically they shouldn't need to. Arinka is lost. He's down to 19 villagers. But, oh, spit roasted by red and purple scorpions. All of the archers finally die. It looks like there's some kind of force here as well, taking out the infrastructure. So Fangita, good attempt, fun all around, but at the end of the day, not much accomplished there. Uh-oh, our Armenian Ganji is dealing with a wolf. Ganji is not having any luck with Mother Nature this game. Our Armenian, where's that first fortified church with the first free relic? There it is. And looks like he's going warrior priest. What? Where are you going? Hey, buddy. Buddy, you're going the wrong way. Hey, relic man, you are going the wrong way. Go back to your monastery. So he's going warrior priest. Composite bowman, which could work out. I think the warrior priests do benefit from Feriders, which does give them a decent amount of HP. Lord Zook, hello, hello. You let Axel order for you. Well, that's a risky move. Although when I order sushi, the most adventurous I ever go is California roll. I am not a big raw fish kind of person. Horse meat, dear lord. Chris, I think what's worse, me liking my steaks well done or you liking horse meat? Yeesh. I mean they do walk with swagger and they hold their bow and arrows sideways like a boss. But for now all they're doing is dying here in front of the Viking archers. And by the way, we've got longboats, if you didn't notice me highlighting them before. They have racked up 1 kill, which honestly is not too bad for a longboat on Rage Forest. The unfortunate thing is if you go warrior priest, remember they do technically have monk armor, monk 0, which means light cavalry units, look at how much bonus damage, plus 10. That is a lot of bonus damage to deal to a unit, even though unlike a regular monk, these guys have 95 HP. Roman castle is up. Random conquistador is in here as well. Ooh, there's ballistas for our Roman. And it looks like Cool Cat, our Incan, who has escaped with a random town center to the rear, is going to be the last to Imperial Age, if he even makes it to Imperial Age. He's down to 14 villagers and his base is gone. He has left the Roman alone. And let's see how ballistics. Now remember, one cool feature here that I should have pointed out earlier is that whenever you have Roman and Khmer on the same team, remember the Khmer team bonuses, Scorpions come with +1 range. And so now literally you have probably the best Scorpions in the game. They have ballistics. Now with ballistas, they fire faster. They cost 30 gold. Their minimum range is 1. And now they have extra range. 8 should outrange Orange's Mangonel, which should be at a 7. Yeah. So they outrange that Mangonel. What they don't outrange is some big old chunky Kamai elephants. They are getting the one and only armor upgrade that is available to them, the plate barding armor upgrade. Yeah, so generally the flank position does get routed immediately. There's Tusk Sword, so +3 attack is going to happen for these guys. And Iron Casting completing as well. The Viper has gone throwing axemen and halberdiers. Okay, he's an Imperial. Still, by the way, the only player on his team to be an Imperial, and Ganji is just clicking up right now. Orange has spent so much time pushing that he hasn't had the time to actually click up. Fangita has gone up to 5 town centers. Of course he has. He's the Sicilians. So at any moment, we're going to see 25 sergeants appear on the battlefield. I love that we're seeing longboats attacking fortified ships. They should both have the same range, right? No, never mind. I forgot these guys benefit from Bodkin and such. Oh, Doc, yeah, the Viper is playing in all of the games tonight. He has been on a Rage Forest tear lately. Ooh, it looks like to the south, the Roman is pushing the Spaniard back. Where is our Sicilian and why isn't he helping? He still has 3 Feudal Age archers. He does have 96 villagers. I like that the Viper went throwing axemen, by the way. He's gonna go super cheap. He's gonna get so many bombard cannons. I'm gonna zone out these archer units from the Armenians, and then the elephants are basically gonna die. Strong as they are, their armor is absolutely terrible, but with tusk swords, and now, oh man, he's getting a blast furnace as well. So they're going to attack, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, on a 20 or 21. Let's see in 14 seconds. Yeah, 21, I think. Double nice. Another Frankish castle. There's bearded axe. So the Viper is doubling down. The Franks really, unless you're playing in a very resource-rich map or in a team game where you can have a lot of trade, the Frank unique technologies really do force you to choose throwing axeman or paladin or any kind of heavy cavalry. And there's double crossbow for what? Oh, he does have 12 scorpions heavies, by the way. So all of a sudden, if they can neutralize these bombard cannons, there's nothing the Viking and the Frank can do. A gyro, I got in trouble for saying this before. A gyro is basically like shawarma. It's like a bunch of meat on a vertical roast or a spit or a stick that rotates, and then you shave off a bunch of lamb or chicken or beef into a piece of bread of some kind of carbohydrate, and then you eat it. There's a lot of Roman infrastructure here, but they are I'm surprised he's not just cutting through. Okay, yeah, now he is. Oh my god, Ganji, you monster. We did take the lake. No fishing though, just for 2 longboats. Are they elite? They are not. It's not shawarma, but it's the same principle. It's some kind of meat on a roast that gets shaved off and then put into a bread product. A pita, a bread, a naan of some kind. Do we have Boggs Vagar for the Viking? No, we do not. Actually, no, yes, we do, I think. Or do we not? Yeah, I think we do have Boggs Vagar. Now he's getting chemistry, should be at an 11. Yeah, okay, never mind. Our Frank is trying to hold the line. Unfortunately, he cannot. Uh-oh. I mean, you can build all the wall-offs you want, but at some point, Yellow's gonna have to come and help you, no? Yellow is getting siege engineers. He's got 2 onagers. Is that a priority right now for our Sicilian? Why is he not helping Dan out? Dan is going to suffer the same fate that our Inca has suffered. Our Inca has clawed his way back, by the way, up to 59 whole villagers. Who was it last stream that told me I sound like Pennywise the Clown? Which, to be fair, if he's talking about the Tim Curry version, is a big compliment. I love Tim Curry. What a sad story with that actor having a stroke. I mean, they're kind of similar in like just like a very vaguely principle-wise. They don't really taste anything. Ooh, the Viper is landing some juicy shots. The Ghoul, by the way, sorry I missed your message. Nice to catch you live. If blue wins, I'll say well done. I mean, it'll be really well done if these weak elephants manage to somehow beat the Franks and Boggs Vagar Vikings. Although neither the Frank or the Viking is really building any kind of counter army here. Our Armenian is adding skirmishers to try to zone out these archer units. Let's take a look at our Spanish base, as it's basically, what is this, the opening salvo of the Second Punic War? What's the name of the river in Spain that was supposed to be the border that Hannibal wasn't supposed to cross? Ebro River, I think. And then he crossed it, and Rome, of course, used that. Rome loved making excuses to go to war. Like toddlers who want to stay up late. Just one more story, Dad. Just one more war, Dad. I think it was the Ebro River. Says I'm gonna channel Gordon Ramsay. Maybe I'll channel him with swearing. Ouch. I love seeing a scorpion push. 37 scorpions. I think they do come with a small building attack bonus, +5. Let's see what's going on around the map, because I think we still just have the 2 avenues of attack. The Viper is doing what? He's not really adding very much army. Right now, the players seem to be in trade mode. AC Dragon Rider, you are absolutely right. I should just abandon Age of Empires and have just a food channel. By the way, trade carts are dying because these are ballistic scorpions. They will find you Liam Neeson style, and they will kill you Liam Neeson style. And our Sicilian is going Cavalier. Tell me he has Hauberk. Yeah, he does. 8 freaking Pierce armor. And here come the Spanish Cavaliers. Still 2 minutes away from Paladins. Oh, this is giving me 2001 Black Forest Deathmatch vibes. Just building 100 Scorpions. Although yellow and orange are getting a good spread here. I do love margarine, and this kind of spread is going to kill the Scorpions toot sweet. And I mean, they got the Scorpions, but at what price? The Trebs are still here. Centurions are out as well. I mean, look at our Roman. 34 Scorpions being produced at any given time. It looks like the center has also opened up for action, for business, as the Viper looks like he was pressing into here, but his halberdiers are not going to do very well against skirmishers. Anything to the north? Not much. It looks like Ganji wanted to kind of bust into here. 11 longboats. Let's check up on our longboats, by the way. Kill count 0. Now oh my god, he added a 3rd longboat. Why the hell did he add a 3rd longboat? Your guess is as good as mine. And these guys have 10 kills, 4 of them villagers. Okay, so some archers patrolling to the north. Khmer Castle down. But there is a Drahman from our Armenian. So these throwing axemen need to be a little careful, although the Drahman does rely mostly on its bonuses for building and destruction. Not exactly the heavy hitting unit. And our Khmer, is he going to go up to Hussars? Stay tuned. Looks like the Trebs have fallen. Oh, Catherine, you're in like a state of post-food tiredness. Melanchi, are you talking about the players or the food? Oh my god, we've got a single sergeant. Look at him. Heavily armored as he is, still not elite. Everyone is an Imperial. What? Oh, what is our Inca doing? He's adding those cheaper food units. Comitatenses for the Roman. Okay. 8 Centurions are going to be trained faster, I guess. Ooh, pardon me. Didn't mean to hiccup in the middle of that sentence. A food coma. That is exactly what I was thinking. The players. Let's see how many kills on these archer units. Only 25. That's a little lackluster for 42 arbalesters that have been around since the dawn of time here. What's under attack here? Nothing's under attack. An attempted conversion. He gets the conversion. Who killed it? The castle or the... Oh, look at this. The onager fired on the longboats. Now it looks like there are Roman units inside the base. They do get a +5 charge attack. I mean, this is going to be almost impossible to stop, right? Extra range Roman Scorpions, 9 frickin' range. Now defended by cheaper Incan halberdiers. Remember, all Incan army units cost less and less food as the game goes on. So he can spam the hell out of these. Oh my god, we got longboats in the center as well. How the hell did he manage to do that? He built 2 docks, Ganji. Oh my god. Demo. Ooh, a Coca-Cola. I hope for our sake it's not a vanilla Coca-Cola. I'm looking at you, Doc. Let's see what's going on to the Spanish base. Our Spaniard is being raided. Has he escaped with villagers? It looks like a few villagers, not that many, but now their trade route is in jeopardy. The elephant assault continues. Okay, now we're up to a respectable 54 kills. David, we've had we've had this discussion many a time about vanilla Coke. What is happening here? Oh, a wolf. Okay, sorry. I thought somehow Team Southeast managed to get units in there. And now we've got Dramans facing off against longboats. What the hell? Who had this? Oh my god, was that mutually assured destruction? Did Ganji and Tato just kill each other's units at the exact same time? I guess. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, never mind. I got very worried there for those trade cards. They are hauling half a thousand. In other words, for 526 gold. The Viper is systematically dismantling docks, though, so these longboats are going to have a field day here. Green is pinging down here. Why? Or blue is pinging down here. Not too sure why. Oh, now we've got Incan Eagles. Just basic Eagles, though. No upgrades for Team Northwest at all. They are focusing purely on quantity. And how do you even engage into this when it has pikemen? I guess you need onagers. I mean, the Sicilians do have siege onagers. So I'm not too sure what yellow is. I mean, Fengita is playing a little weird this game, not gonna lie. He's got his cavalry units, though. They are in the trade route. They are blocking the construction site for an Incan castle. Blue is pinging now, saying, hey guys, what the hell is going on? Castle does manage to take down one, maybe two scorpions. I mean, what a ridiculous game with these longboats. Oh man, Mexican Coke is the best. They use cane sugar. You think they can cut through? I think that's what I think Red was trying to cut through the forest to protect the scorpions, but yeah, I mean, our Sicilian is just not getting the army that he needs to help out. Right now he needs siege onagers, and that's not happening. The Viper is getting chased into here by these Kamai Hussars. Abdullah, nice to catch you. Hopefully you're doing well in the middle of the night. Atlas, nice to see you as well. Daniel, hello, hello. Any kind of Coke mixed with whiskey is fantastic. I'll give you that. Richard misses anything good in one of the most depressing messages that we've seen tonight. Zuili, you also like vanilla Coke? I should have a poll. I'm going to make a poll about who likes vanilla Coke more than regular Coke. More sergeants against scorpions. Look at them. They're going to get gunned down, as are the trade carts. Roman scorpions are such a beautiful sight to behold. The Inca is trying to get through to the onager. Does get it with the halbs and then absolutely gets surrounded. Unfortunately for yellow, surrounded by light cavalry units. I don't know what's going on in this game anymore. Look at the scores. Look at the scores. They are identical. There is less than a 1% difference in scores. David, you know what? I like Diet Dr. Pepper, which is weird. Sergeant FKCT. Order it immediately. Vanilla Pepsi Max. I mean, I like Pepsi Max. And I don't think I've ever had vanilla Pepsi Max. How many kills on these scorpions at this point? Only 37. Interesting. Our Sicilian is trying to get damage done across the map, but it's perhaps a little bit too little, a little bit too late. I mean, the Viper sure did establish himself here. Our Kamai has switched purely to Hussars. Even a 35% discount he cannot afford. What the hell is their trade route doing here? And I think it's giving these longboats their first kills. Of course it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening? What a weird bonkers game. I love it. Game number 1. Look at the arrows firing. Longboats are like long bows, where their arrows arch across the sky. Beautifully, I might add. So Armenian is pushing in with skirmishers into a castle. Fantastic. Getting pushed back here by Ganji's onager. Did the players just agree not to get siege onagers this game? Because there's a lot of siege onager potential that is not actually happening right now. Okay, finally an onager comes here. I mean, it doesn't have the range of the Scorpion. I'm trying to highlight it for some reason. No, it actually does. Never mind. I forgot. But against ballistics, I like that the Vipers added a little bit of a foot force here from the Franks to help defend against the Rams, maybe the Centurions. Let's see. Oh, look at that. He's hugging them real close. Now the siege onagers, or siege rams, are going to be in a bit of trouble with these onagers firing on them. Armenian is just doubling down. So we've seen the big badass army compositions. Now we're transitioning into mostly trash. I say that there's a good number of Scorpions left, but Team Southeast has stalled here at the 9 o'clock position, while Team Northwest has stalled here at the 4 o'clock position. The scores are still 4% apart. Why is there a dock in the... Sergeant, you mean this one? Or SRG? I don't know if that means Sergeant or not. There's a lot of wonkiness in this game is the answer. I have not had Burger King in so long. I miss it so much. Daniel, was it the Coke store? I've seen that in like Vegas. I think there was one in Atlanta that did that. Ouch, ouch. Ganji's not paying attention, is losing his navy here. But at this point, does he really care? He's actually not trading anything. He is getting faith at the moment. Interesting. It's shortened Sergey. Okay. Sorry, I thought it was... Why did I think it was Sergeant? Welcome, Sergey. Viper here has a lot of throwing axemen. Roman Rams continuing to cause a ruckus. Oh, this is why Blue's trade cart was here. Because they plopped down all of their trade route down here. Oh, interesting. So it's actually Team Northwest that has very active trade at the moment. 46 kills for these 30. I mean, when you're streaming infantry into 28 Scorpions, you're not going to win that battle. A regular gas station. Interesting. Maybe Pepsi once tried to put him out of business. Put that, you know, big sugar pressure on him. Yeah, Doc, so did I. Well, my dad is from Siberia, so I hope I pronounced it right. Ooh. We've got Roman siege. Oh, that second word is the word we're all thinking of. Okay, all right. By the way, look at this just big old open clearing here. What is the trade payout? How is it only 60 gold if their trade carts are all the way down south? I like that our Inca is adding towers. These Scorpions need to be careful, though. There is a Frankish tower on the high ground. Super Jen, how are you feeling? Hopefully you are doing well. Oh, jeez Louise. What do we think our Armenian wants to build? What route do we think he's going? Oh, there's archers now in the trade route. And with Boggs Vagar, they do pack a little bit more of a punch. Well, Catherine, that sounds like very much like a thing a cat would do. Disrupt, disrupt. Well, actually, no, but I have been to Serbia. Took a vacation to Belgrade, Novi Sad. I'm glad to hear, Super Jen. Glad to hear you're better. Glad to catch you live. Ooh. I mean, the Viper in these bombard cannons all game has just been walking around causing trouble. Whether it's destroying docks or catching random trebs that maybe Steak thought he could sneak in there all sneaky like. I find black cats to be very good luck. I told you about my cousin's Nala / Simba. He was also a pure black cat. Okay, there's Ferder, so we are going 135 HP or 125 HP warrior priests. Okay, let's see it. It's not a terrible unit if you have no other option. I mean, I would have loved to see 100 HP champions with the Gambesons. I don't think Gambesons applies to warrior priests. Steak has more trebs. I mean, this was a very cocky placement for fortified churches by our Armenian. There's a lot of trebs. I mean, how is this game not over yet? 24 scorpions, 37 kills. Shwetang, of course we have. That's because the reaction time of a cat is quicker than reaction time of a snake. That's how they're able to do that. By the way, what is under attack here? Oh, it's I thought it was the Viper. No, it is a Viking elite cannon galleon. Purple is pinging here, says, hey, delete these siege workshops. We need to get our money going. The money flow, the money tap. R1 F-bomb, what is that? PG? I forgot it's a PG-13 stream. Super Gen, that's super cute. Oh my goodness, our Incan is adding Elite Eagle Warriors as our Chimera is back to elephants. Somehow Steak has the resources for this? I'm not too sure. If you're a fisherman in Rage Forest 4v4, you know you're not very long for this world. Especially if you're in a bit of a forward position. Look at all the beautiful scorpion bolts flying left, right, and center. Now he's going to take on the remnants of the Viking Navy. Composite Bowman does not ignore the armor of these units. So it only does the max 8 damage, which is not great. By the way, how's our Roman doing? He's wedged himself in here. 60 kills. And we've got Incan Slingers. Why the hell not? Your opponents are throwing infantry at you. Get that juicy plus 10 attack bonus. Looks like Centurions, their capes. And they crack down on that one longboat. How many kills on these guys by now with all the trade cards going in? 10 kills, all 10 of them trade cards. Cats are all killers. Cats are vicious. They're loving, they're adorable, they're cool, but they are vicious. Wow. I mean, things kind of spiraled out of control towards the end there, but look at Team Southeast basically wedged into one corner of the map as our Armenian expands over here, our Roman, our Incan expands over here. So they did a good job killing the Inca quickly, but they did not kill him enough. And so he returned with a vengeance. 69 villagers, 67 trade carts. Let's look at the trade, because holy moly, 238 scorpions for our Roman, pikemen and axemen for our Frank. I mean, yeah, the Roman definitely did carry. Okay, so he sent 22,000. Our Inca sent, actually, where is our Inca? Our Inca sent 12,000. but received 16. Interesting. I guess his trade cart revenue didn't really kick in right up until the end. And let's see. I mean, it's got to be military. Got to be the Roman, right? 600. No. Oh, it's the Viper. How the hell is it the Viper? I guess against all those elephants with the halbs and throwing axemen and the bombard cannons. Interesting. But a not too distant second is our Roman with those scorpions. I mean, how many times have we seen Romans go legionaries without centurions, and then I whine about it and I say how I don't like it? I'm glad we got to see fully upgraded with ballistas Roman heavy scorpions, and again with the Khmer team bonus. I mean, the only thing they're missing is what? Fear, Celtica, and Drill, and they're literally the most amazing unit in the game with all those team bonuses. Wow. A Roman didn't research bloodlines? He didn't research bloodlines. Corey, nice to see you. That is hilarious. Why didn't he research bloodlines? Maybe he didn't care enough to. I mean, you got kind of have to care enough, no? In any event, that was game number 1. Bear with me. I'm going to set up game number 2. I mean, that was a pretty fun game number 1. Who's kidding who? Let me just make sure the team. I was typing Team East and it came out Eat. Which tells you everything you need to know. Let's see. We got Team West, Team East. Fresh to death as the Georgians. Okay, so we had a gray Armenian last game. Now we have a gray Georgian with that free mule cart. Ganji, this time in blue, yet again as the Vikings. Okay. Samaro as the Spanish in teal. And Jimmy 2 times as the Cumans in purple. Vallis as the Burgundians in green. Ooh, 2 bushes tell me this is the Gurjaras. Chaos to win in orange. The Viper back in his comfortable yellow player 4 colors as the Hindustanis. And last but not least, Von Dutch. Not a player I'm familiar with. What's the OS clan? Von Dutch. I feel like I should know what that's referencing. I feel like that's something I saw in a TV show many, many years ago, Von Dutch. Doc is dropping all the pretenses, just going, like the stream. Oh, sorry, who won? Was it well done or was it raw last game? I forget what I'm supposed to yell. Let's take a look at the Civ matchups. The Poles taking on the Georgians, 2 good cavalry civilizations. We'll see if we get to see Manaspas. I mean, I'm probably going to see Manaspas and Siege Onagers. Cumans taking on the Burgundians. So a super early game boost versus a super late game boost. Looks like Jimmy 2 times has already lost a villager. His wall off is in jeopardy. And Vallis is pushing forward. So he gets the precious boars and the precious trees, the oaks in the center of this area. And this is basically a really weak link. At the end of the game, I'm expecting Onager fire on these forests. And to the north, we've got 1, 2, 3 fingers stretching out from red into actually all 3 bases. Interesting. This is like a multi-dimensional portal that allows our pole to have access to this base, and this base. Fascinating. Okay. Von Dutch's Elo? I'm not too sure. Generally, if I'm not sure of a player's Elo, it's anywhere from the high 1700s to the 2000s. Gujara, Cuman, Hindustani, this is going to be epic. I really hope so. Catherine, enjoy your game. Best of luck. Zayos, buenas noches. This is this is a very big pond. I mean, compared to the one we saw last game, which was what, this big? This is a massive pond. This is more normal. This is normal. This is interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a road go all the way up to the edge of the lake. Usually there's a sandbar. But this is, I mean, this is like the size of 2 lakes. How many docks do you think you can fit in here? And not the gentleman in the chat. The structure. Okay, let's assume you put the first one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 docks in here. One of your favorite stories, how Dutch people got their surnames, which when translated are hilarious. Give us an example, Chris. Doc is thinking, I'm no gentleman. Yeah, David, I thought 8. 7 is also possible. I might be pushing things a little bit too much, but let's follow along the journey of the Burgundian villager before he takes up his sword and becomes a Flemish militiaman. Aaron, how are you tonight? Okay, Valis with a quick wall off. It looks like the fishing ship wants to try to stop him from moving, but I don't think this Samaros fishing ship is going to accomplish very much. Looked like it was having a fun time, though. It does look like our Gurjaro will be the first to hit the next age. Blue still 1 minute and 50 seconds away from having better line of sight. Still stuck with the shitty Dark Age line of sight, which means Valis' villager, oh, unless he goes straight for him, is going to be safe and sound. But now he's getting he's getting double attacked by Jimmy 2 times. And our Viking. Ooh, he might get the scout. Oh, he gets nothing. He gets a 1-way ticket to the River Styx. And now... all right. I don't think we saw a lot of this last game because the Spanish pushed in so hard into the Inca, but we're seeing tower pushes. Tower can reach this 3rd line of pole defense, 4th line as well, maybe? Maybe Gray can reach this, I'm not sure, but in any event, Von Dutch makes it nice and safe for now. Oh my goodness, the Spanish scout is in the rear of Valis' base. What Schwarzenegger movie was it when his name was Dutch? Was that Predator or was that Commando? John, happy Friday to you as well. Cast, ¿alguna vez ha dicho cómo es tu tag en Age of Empires? No tengo un tag ahora. Ahora no... Oh my god, how do you say play? Solamente castear? Castar? I also don't know how to say cast. Chris, that is actually pretty funny. Sergey, it is and it isn't. It depends on the players. Some of them like to do silly things like that. Some of them have vendettas against one another. From that street. That's funny. Juego. Sí, gracias, Catherine. Ahora yo no juego. Shrutang, it is Predator? Okay, thanks. He always has such weird names in movies. By the way, if you're a fan of Schwarzenegger, while, you know, we're in the dark and feudal ages here. If you're a fan of Schwarzenegger, his first movie that he ever made was, I believe, Hercules in New York is the name of it. And his accent was so bad that they had to dub in a voice actor because he was literally like 20 or 22 years old, straight from Austria. Horrible English accent. And they had to dub in an English speaker, a native English speaker. But YouTube being YouTube and social media being social media, you can go on YouTube and actually find his original voice in the movie, and it is hilarious. Do yourself a favor. Look up Hercules in New York, original Arnold Schwarzenegger voice. And it is just one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Solo casteas las partidas, las comentas. Sí. Solo casteo. Las partidas. Okay, that's what I'm that's the word I'm looking for. The games. I was trying to figure out, remember how to say games. In Commando, he was called Matrix, right? Yeah, another stupid name. Man, only Schwarzenegger could pull that shit off. Literally only Schwarzenegger. Although maybe Van Damme as well also had really stupid names in his movies. Lo haces muy bien, hermano. Te felicito de este canal y comunicado que has creado. Gracias. Gracias para las palabras. I don't know how to say buenas. Las palabras. Oh my goodness. Here's where my brain melts a little bit. I remember how to say sin vergüenza, but I don't remember how to say nice. Aaron, glad you could chill with us. Glad you could join us as this George Washington villager chops down a tree. And does what? Our Spanish building a wall off. Looks like both pockets are the ones in the castle age. Who will be next to hit it? It looks like Valis, which may be a little bad news bears for Jimmy 2x, who doesn't even have the resources to go up. Sorry for going Jimmy 2x. I'm just remembering the character from Goodfellas, which I'm assuming this guy is named after. Jimmy 2x. Barty, thank you so much for joining in the middle of the night. No, Sergey, I speak English. And I try to speak, I try to speak Spanish. Ryan, nice to catch you live. Well, hello there. General Kenobi. That's my Grievous impression, which is absolutely terrible. I love on this map that there are so many narrow areas of forests that can eventually get cut. I mean, this is just like, no wonder Valis put a lumber camp here. I mean, this is just 3 trees away from being enemy territory. Ooh, we're starting to hit them, the castle age. Chris Van Damme is from Belgium, though. He's not a Dutch. Do the Belgians also have that issue? Yeah, true. Can you imagine? Although Atlas, maybe not. ACCM certainly has a ridiculously long name and has fit in an entire website into his name in the past. So it's possible that Jimmy 2x could do it. But that's what happens when you go cumin. Double TC, you're a little bit slower up, but once you do hit, man, oh man, is the cumin gonna pack a punch, and he is gonna hit right now, by the way. Oh my goodness. Real estate is at a premium on this lake. Holy moly, how do you even fit fishing ships in here? Whereas here, this is Tokyo real estate. This is Canadian real estate. Ryan, why did you put your job title in quotation marks? That's hilarious. Here we go, our cumin, 54 villagers. Viking has many more villagers. Actually, any lake action for him? No, he just got completely crazy with 80 villagers. Holy moly, the Viper trying to outdo him. Will he build another dock? Let's see. Teal is pinging over here. Why? You want to make a bit of a wall up just in case something happens? A human's not exactly able to wall off things very well with no stone walls, but they're not exactly as shitty as the Goths. And by the way, remember, I think the... whatchamacallit, the... what was I? Oh my goodness. Where's the... I'm clicking... yeah. I wanted to show the example. The 33% extra HP on the cumin walls, that's a team bonus. I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken. Although I could be mistaken. Actually, no, I'm not mistaken, because I was looking at the stone wall, which doesn't benefit from it, because it's only for palisade walls. And then I was looking, let's see, gray. This should be 333, right? Yeah, okay, so it is the team bonus. Sometimes I need to remind myself with a bit of a visual cue. Because you're... well, Ryan, that's funny, and hopefully all goes well. Hopefully the most action you see is some cumin kipjacks trying to take on some Burgundian vineyard villagers, although no farms at all for our Burgundian. Instead, spending his wood on a fishing fleet, an armada of fishermen. Castle for our Viking. Is Ganji just gonna rush up to Imperial? We saw him go longboats last game. That didn't really pan out. Not a lot of lakes, or actually no lakes in the forward position now. And our Hindustani's getting a castle up. Sorry guys, I think my chat froze. I was just catching up. Sounds like a dream. And imagine a lot of night work is rough with the sleeping schedule. Help him out. He doesn't need help. Okay. So we are a few minutes away. We're in that stage where everyone's in castle. Some are heading up to Imperial. Looking at Viper. Grand Trunk Road is not a bad upgrade to get for the Hindustanis. How many caravanserai is the Viper going to put down? But really around the 30-minute mark is when shit starts hitting the fan. And oh, how adorable. How adorable that our Cumin put down a palisade. What are we working at? Oh yeah, there's one more tree, then a little narrow alley, and then another tree. Very cool. Well, like I said, there's a lot of little areas on this map today, or this particular map, that are kind of weak links. Our Burgundian is going 2 castles. Custeliers, please. Oh my god, we are seeing Kipchaks. I did not expect to see this unit against the Burgundians. Night shift is the best shift. I used to work as a water treatment plant operator at night. I had a friend who once worked at a water treatment plant in Toronto, or at the treatment plant for the water in Toronto, and he told me, I do not want to know how bad the quality of the drinking water here is. Viper is getting Shatagni as well. How many archery ranges in the forward position? Only 3? No, 9. Okay, so the Viper is about to go bonko with the hand cannoneers against the Georgians and the Vikings. The Vikings will melt the hand cannoneers if they go just pure. Oh, that's so sad. If they go pure, oh my god, pure berserkers is what I wanted to say. A lot of defensive castles in this game. Why is no one placing any forward castles? 1, 2, 3 Cumin castles. Elite Kipchak as well. Basically a mounted Chu canoe. And oh mama bear, we are seeing the elite elephant archer upgrade from our Gurjara. Please tell me he's gonna get frontier guards. last game, I think a few days ago when we saw the Gurjara, I was screaming at the microphone because that upgrade was missing. Oh, Ryan, that is a good point too. Chug a pot of coffee and there you go, good advice. Pass out in an Uber on the way to the doctor. By the way, upgrades on this castle are none, so these hand cannoneers technically can attack the castle without getting hit, which is the strange and hilarious part of Chattagny. And there we go, the Viper's attacking a castle from one tile extra away, and bombard cannons. Now the castle is on the high ground. Our Viking is focusing primarily on melee upgrades. An absolute maelstrom of bullets just floating around, and our pole has gone elite. Obuch. Not too sure where these rams think they're going unless they can close in on the battering rams. They do come with a decent attack bonus against siege, which makes them very deadly against these bombard cannons. This is a lot of Spanish halberdiers. Okay. Well, so there's a game plan here. There's some communication between Samero and Jimmy. Kipchaks, their extra arrow deal 3 melee, 3 pierce, just like a Chukanu. Now, Fusiliers should be able to absolutely wreck these halberdiers, but they need to get through. Orange has to get the hell out of the way. No attack bonus against Spearman. Needs to take the high ground. Somebody take this high ground, please. Purple Trebs all go down. Halb's in a choke point. Never great. Never great. Let the Custeliers handle this. Get the hell out of the way. Manaspa's how many? 29. We've got exactly the amount that he needs for an extra attack, which means if even one of these guys dies, never mind, now there's more. Now there's 35. This is going to be freaking epic. Let's see a cataclysmic battle here. Obos, not yet fully upgraded, 15 seconds away. Manaspas, fully freaking upgraded. Pink Flare, the commentary is live. You're watching it live. I'm here live, but the game was played, I think, a few days ago. No, I wanted to see a big cataclysmic battle. Instead, the Georgian is doing a run by. Now, that's a pretty smart thing to do, because this is the only medium heavy cavalry unit that can actually catch up to trade carts, unless we have Caravanserai, which, remember, does boost their speed by 20%, so they move at a 1.8 tile per second versus 1.5, and it also heals them, I believe, at 5 HP. 5 HP per minute, I want to say. Our Georgian doesn't give a shit about the trade cards. He's going straight for the fishing industry. And he diffuses. We'll see how much damage he can get done here. Not too sure the Viking can really hold here on his own. To the south, stalemate. Elephant archers from the Gurjara still missing some armor. This is like a game of cat and mouse here. Blue is trying to bait red to get into the castle fire. Yellow is trying to bait everything to get into bombard cannon range. And oh my goodness, the Viking Berserker, elite, fully upgraded, is shredding through that Polish army castle. Manaspas to support as well. How are the Manaspas to the back doing, by the way? 17 freaking kills, all of them trade cards. Yeah, Shrotang, you are absolutely right. The extra armor the light cavalryman wears does slow him down 0.05 tiles a second. Gildo, nice to see you again. First time you're seeing Caravanserai? Let's see how many the Viper has plopped down. It looks like he was starting to. No, he has a bunch of caravanserai. 9 of them. Well, 7 and 2 under construction. Castle is down, and here comes, I'm assuming, Schlacht of Cavalry from the pole. He's getting Lakitic Legacy as well. Why the hell not for the eventual transition to Winged Hussars? And this is just way too much for the Viking to handle with only a few Manaspas to support. The Custiliers are here as well. Ouch. What is our Viking building behind us? Nothing. Heel is pinging over here. Do they want to do what? Get more trade going? This is a lot of Kipchaks. They've taken this hill, this high ground. 14 kills is not great. 43 is a little better. And there's Frontier Guards. Finally, we have Elephant Archers with the full 6 melee armor. Although, that's not really going to help them against the Kipchaks. Even though their extra arrows do melee damage, 0. That's mostly for taking down rams. Wow. I mean, the Kipchaks fire extra arrows. The elephants have extra HP. There's a couple of onagers also here. But there's a lot of freaking Burgundian castles here. And here come those Gurjara camels. They do 40% more bonus damage right now, but they are entering a freaking meat grinder. Holy shit. Our Spaniard. 18 bombard towers. Speaking of, if you haven't watched today's game, I'm not going to give it away, but this is going to be very much a relevant factor for your enjoyment of that game. By the way, what are these green under construction things that have been here for the longest time? Markets for Valus. Okay. Our Pole is making himself quite at home. 84 army count. The Viper's at 89. They have just absolutely gone crazy with the army counts. Cannon galleons from our Georgian. Firing, missing, firing, missing. What's our Viking up to? Our Georgian is, or our Cuban is getting Cuban mercenaries. Okay, so free Kipchaks for everybody. Oprah style, you get a Kipchak, you get a Kipchak. Okay. Our Viking is going up to 5860 berserkers. So we are gearing up towards a big old battle here. The elephants are retreating. 2 of the 4 Burgundian castles are down. So far, no one's really cutting through anything. I made such a big deal about the map having a lot of narrow alleys for those trees to get cut down. Ouch, you don't want to spend camels on halberdiers. How many Kipchaks are left? 35. Oh my god, I don't even know who's fighting who here. It looks like a whole bunch of infantry units died for both sides. What an epic battle. Which unit would jump on Oprah's couch and break his... Definitely the Kipchak. With Cuban mercenaries. Holy shit! Did you see that? 2 massive armies just got melted. As good as the Obuch is, he did not stand very long. Those Cavaliers didn't survive very long. The Manaspa, how many kills? 48. The Berserkers, 43. That was brutal. Manaspas, get the hell out of the way. Let the Berserkers move forward. But now the Viper's on the high ground with a unit that deals bonus damage. Ooh, but maybe not for long as 2 onagers very slowly make their way forward. What the hell was that attack round? The hell was that attack? Okay, he is getting some. Viper has to get the hell out of here. He has 1 bombard cannon left. I don't even think it's here. Definitely not here. To the south. Cuman siege is now finally fully upgraded. We've got siege onagers. How many freaking Spanish bombard towers? We're up to 27. So the trade route is in jeopardy here for Team East. Fusiliers move in. A bunch of attack rounds missed terribly. They got rickety wrecked. That's wrecked with a capital freaking R. That is definitely becoming a short. That battle up here. I mean, look at the dead bodies. These aren't tree stumps. No, these are dead bodies. But it looks like the berserker count has been reset. Bye bye Gurjara villager, says the Spanish tower. Only 3 trebs. Let's see how well these elephants do against I mean, they can take a punch. The bombard tower, as powerful as it is, I think it only kills like 1/3 of the HP of the elephant. Yeah, so they have to fire 3 times to kill an elephant, and they fire on a 6-second delay, which is super slow. Shit, I think my chat froze again. Oh my god. How much is a bombard tower? Is just wood and stone? I think a bombard tower costs gold, no? I want to say 125 stone. But instead of the 35 wood that a normal tower costs, I think it's I think it might be gold. Somebody in the chat, if you have Google open, please do look it up. I think it does cost gold. Lakitic Legacy Winged Hussars. They're not going to survive very long, but they will soften up these Manaspas for the Viper. But now the Viper's getting sandwiched. Oh, no, not again. Hand cannoneers are so good when they're supported, but on their own, they're so bad. They fire so slowly. Viper's making do with a really bad situation here, but yeah, luckily there is a pole castle now to support. I think a bombard tower does cost gold. Why do I think that? Where the F are these elephant archers going? Why are they going face first into these bombard towers? And halberdiers. Yikes. That was horrible. 100 gold. I knew they cost gold. For some reason it was in my brain. The bravest villager in the history of Age of Empires, keeping her cool as everyone around her dies, and she will survive. And now another villager. Okay, so Samara obviously has a waypoint set over here, and some of these ridiculously calm villagers. Do we have supremacy? Of course we do. 80 HP. Now the Viper's a little bit safer behind 3-4 castles. Yeah, Watchtower is 35 wood. I think they just reduced that in one of the latest patches. So yeah, it could be YouTube. I sometimes experience issues with YouTube where I don't know what, or why, but it just, the app does not work fantastic at all. Are Spaniards being cleaned up here? No one's cutting through the forest. Hand cannoneers, 103 kills, 81 hand cannoneers. The Viper has 26 villagers. I mean, that's just ludicrous. I mean, he obviously has fishing ships and trade cards, but still, 26 villagers is and what are the villagers on? Why does he need 6,000 wood, the Viper? Is it just for the fishing traps? Yeah, Rage Force is very glitchy. I've seen some other streamers cast in lower resolution, like 720, but I can't bring myself to cast in lower resolution. Even if it means having to deal with the occasional, like, split-second freeze. I mean, these Custeliers have accomplished nothing this game. And now they're being streamed in. They're just basically fodder and a meat shield, a pure meat shield for these elephants. 10,000 freaking HP. What is our Viking doing? Our Viking does not have any army at all. 16 freaking berserkers. Kipchak get right up in their grill. I mean, the Cusidaes are trying to get to the battle. This is not the first time that Chaos Twin has blocked Valus's way into the battle. Right from the very beginning he's been doing this. Which, fair enough. I mean, you're going elephants. Ooh, 1, 2 Cuban siege onagers. They're gonna do a lot of damage if they're not dealt with. Okay, they get dealt with. One of them does. Does he not see the one here to the south? 4 all of a sudden show up. Why are they getting so close? Why are they getting within 3 tiles? You have 8 tile distance range. Why the hell are you 3 tiles away from your opponent? Let's check back in on our on this 2v2. It looks like the Viper's bombard cannons took a hit, but these are just onagers. Why didn't they kill them? Inquisition. What? Why is our Spaniard getting Inquisition with no monks and missionaries? It makes the conversions quicker and it adds range to missionaries. Is there something Inquisition does that I'm not remembering? Quigglebert, you missed game number 1. Like MemTB. Does he stream in 720? I think he streams in 1080, I think. Weedbra, those were attempted pancakes. It's hard to pancake elephants. You need like 7 or 8 onagers to get a nice juicy pancake on these units. But what an absolute meat grinder. These 2 teams, by the way, have been fighting over this box for literally the last 58 minutes. It's a flex. He's getting all the upgrades. It certainly is. I can't think of what Inquisition does that's relevant here at all. I don't think it makes your units harder to convert. Quigglebird is Team Viper, who is going to discover a 6 trebuchets. Not really doing much. I mean, these trebs can position themselves here. They can position themselves here and cause a lot of structural damage to the pole base. Oh my god, Viking Kipchaks. He realizes just now he doesn't have Boggs Vagar, but I don't think Boggs Vagar will apply to the Kipchaks, no? We'll find out in 13 seconds if they're still alive. I think that's just their foot archers. No, 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 don't kill him, don't kill him! Oh, you son. Never mind, he's got 13 more. Yeah, it does not apply to them. Like I said, sometimes I'm more of a visual learner. I need to actually click a unit. There we go, 11 attack. So extra range hand cannoneers versus extra attack arbalesters, who are one-shotting the Viper's BBCs as the Viper slams and overruns the pole. This is literally the Battle of Minas Tirith right now, with these Gondorian cavalrymen going through the Orc army, going straight for the gold. Team West has 130 army count. Somehow they're still alive, down 70 army. I'm not too sure how that's possible. Okay, maybe I'm now a bit more sure. Jimmy 2 times with the maneuvers here, cutting a path straight into the trade cart route. Elite Fusilier, but the trade carts are okay. Remember, Caravanserai also healed them. Maybe not at the quickest rate, but the incursion has stopped. Our Spaniard wants to be the one to dictate whether or not another incursion happens, and he's building even more bombard towers. The Viper misses the onagers that are here. Manaspas continue to be streamed forward. I don't even know. What do we think the most built unit in this, most trained unit in this game is? Abandon your post. I'm also curious as to why the polls went with Obos. I'm not upset about it, but it's not exactly a counter to the Viking units. nor is it a counter to siege from the Georgians or even the Manaspas. I was really expecting Schlacht Privileged Cavaliers to be streamed, but no. How many kills do we think the Vipers got now? 77. Okay, Team East certainly looks like they are taking it. Their army count is 3 times the size of their opponents. And Custiliers are in the trade route, kind of. They still can't catch up. As fast as this unit is, it's still not as fast as a Manaspa. And so it does not catch up to a trade cart. That being said, with that ridiculous 40 attack that it does, basically almost one-shots those trade carts. So we've got 2 basic stalemates to the north, the same area they've been fighting over. To the south, it looks like Team East finally broke the stalemate that was here. Oh, now the Gurjara elephants are coming. What a beautiful unit. Marching slowly. And I mean, that was obviously inevitable. Now they're at 4 times the size of the army. Ouch. Kevin, nice to catch you live. Elephants are the big bang for your buck. Yeah, against certain compositions. I mean, I'm not sure why our Cumin was literally in the face of the elephants firing. He had 8 range to their shittier range, I believe. Yeah, only 7. So he could have bombarded those elephant archers from a distance and run away and let the Kipchak die, but in any event, it is what it is. Yeah, extra range hand cannoneers, they go hard AF, but they need support. And at this point, I think our poll is literally throwing whatever he can. Look at the trebuchet count. Von Dutch, 15 trebuchets in the queue. Gurjara, 9 trebuchets. Oh my goodness. All right, I closed it real quick. I didn't see. What do we think the most trained unit is going to be? Oh, let's not talk about other channels in a negative way. Sergey, thanks so much for joining. Manaspas to hand cannoneers. Wow, I mean 1v1, the Manaspas slaughter this hand cannoneer, right? Spanish halberdiers look like yeah, I also would have guessed Spanish halberdiers. Let's see, the economy. Biggest donor was our Gurjara, biggest recipient. Basically, 1-to-1 here is our Burgundian, who seemed a little lackluster, to be fair. I don't think he had that many kills. Oh my goodness, I say that. He had 600 kills. Our Gurjara with almost 900. Our Hindustani with the hand cannoneers, 850. Our Spanish, after all those bombard towers, only 434 kills. Oh, that's not great at all. So the Viper just about 40 or 50 kills below the #1 spot. But yeah, that was a stalemate for a while. A couple of really epic battles here to the north. A couple of really epic holds to the south. But ultimately, the Cumin just didn't get the siege onager shots he needed against these elephants that end the game with 15,000 HP and 150 kills. Yikes. All right, well, that was game number 2. Let's watch one more, and then I'm probably going to call it a night. Hopefully everyone's enjoying the stream. If you are, feel free to hit that like button as I set up the next game. You just name the teams. Ooh, we've got North versus South here. Real American Civil War style. Let's take a look. Ganji this time has the Ethiopians in his pocket. By the way, very close by, which is good news because it's the Aztecs who are not the quickest on their feet. In blue, played by Cool Cat. Ooh, King Marv. We haven't seen King Marv in a while, playing as the Mongols. Oh, yeah, that's a really good pocket to have. And the Fangita man is back as the Khmer, the Khmer in purple. Opposite of him, Samero, as the Koreans in teal in his pocket. None other than the Viper, this time as the Lithuanians. Hannibal. Ooh. What would be an appropriate civ for Hannibal? Would it be the Berbers? The Spanish? The Carthaginians had a lot of random territories. And last but not least, Why does this player have no name? Not too sure. But he is playing as the Italians. Oh, short dang Atlas. Thank you, guys. All right, what do we want to call Gray? Our Italian. Should we just call him Chris? After our very own Chris? The Italians are facing off against the Ethiopians. I'm trying to think. I mean, Shotel warriors, condottieri, powerful camels, Genoese crossbows. On the other side, we got the Khmer facing against the... Ooh! So we've got extra range Scorpions taking on the longest range onagers in the game. He's a ninja. Call him Derek. Oh, man. All right. Have we had a Derek in the chat tonight? I think we've had one Derek. I think there's a Derek here. The player is fresh to death. Okay. Well, we're gonna call him. We're just gonna call him whatever the hell we want to call him. It doesn't really matter. One avenue of attack to the left, one avenue of attack to the right, and a bit of a scuffle developing here in the third avenue of attack. A bit of an archipelago of forests to the north of here. Ganji is on his own. In terms of building, Mother Nature fights back as well. But Ganji's side has more HP. So much so that he's actually chasing a scout away with the villager. I think there was a Derek in here earlier, if I remember correctly. Oh, David, you're not Derek. You fooled me once before. What did George Bush say? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, never gonna happen again. The wall. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, we got a few Dereks in the Discord doc. We're gonna have a Derek Cup eventually. All right, so our Hannibal decides to wall this off. This is walled off. This is walled off. Did anyone sneak any villagers behind enemy lines? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Blue wants possession of this lake. Rage Forest comprised entirely of Mesoamerican civilizations. Like a 3 versus 3? Everyone's got an Inca, everyone's got a Mayan and an Aztec. That could be fun. Viper going for just 3 boars. Villager at perfect health does not have loom, so needs the scout to help out here. And also not too far from the TC, good amount of villagers here, 11 to help out. Oh, sorry, I hit my microphone. Ouch, not the cleanest of pulls from the Viper. Okay, maybe the second one under... Nope. Alright, so all 3 kind of, but not really underneath the town center. Not terrible, not great. Actually, it only looks like 4 or 5 villagers are outside the town center, so the rest is fine. Don't want to be too picky or critical. Now the Viper's pulling 3 more. Okay. Whoa. Let's take a look at Hannibal, whose villager does have loom, so can't take a bit of a tusking to the butt. But again, get the hell out of here, Ibex. Get the hell out of here. If you're not familiar with the way these pulls happen, as long as any of the boars or any other animal out on the map, the goat, the Ibex, are within the line of sight of that first villager, the boars chase. I love what Hannibal did there. He garrisoned the villagers, pulled the boar in, and now he's got a perfect pull here with one of them. Our Korean is pressing the issue. A little bit too early for all the cool upgrades that they have. Iapseong for the towers, Shinki-chan for the onagers. Let's see 9 range scorpions with double crossbow take on 10 range siege onagers. Although that's not really fair. That's not really fair to the scorpions. We got a fast castle here out of His Majesty King Marv, who still needs 80 food, 80 gold rather. And he does not have any villagers on gold, our Mongol. So I'm assuming the second this market completes, he's going to sell a bit of his food. And then he is definitely going to click up. Why did you sell stone? Oh, because he's already got villagers on stone. Okay. I thought he for sure would sell food, but he is heading up to Castle Age. Ganji has not even clicked up to Feudal. Does not have the resources for it. The Mesosivs are really cool. I don't want to spoil anything for tomorrow's game, but there is a Shallot warrior in it. You watched Doubt pull a boar halfway across the map because the bird was flying the same way to SDC. What? I mean, that's definitely something Doubt would do. The villagers run into a stone wall and a tower behind it and say, not today. Interesting row of houses here, a bit of a community housing project happening. And both red and orange have the same idea, one with stone walls, one with a house. They're creating a bit of a thicker middle wall, which tells me maybe the aggression will happen here on the left, but maybe not, as fresh to death. Interesting. Ooh, I don't think we've ever seen this happen before. Why is he deleting his palisade walls? And Red is doing the same thing. What the hell is going on? Is this some kind of Rage Forest new meta I'm not familiar with? Why would he delete his palisades? Interesting. Well, you see something new every day. Yeah, Shwetang, you spelled it perfectly. In all of my research into Aztec pronunciations, it's pronounced shallot. Like a shallot, but with emphasis on the first. Shallot. Rather the last, sorry, not shallot is the first. Shallot. Shallot is the last syllable. Aaron, what are we eating tonight? Do share. We are very much a foodie group, as much as we are an Age of Empires Rage Forest group. Dravidian fishing ships do carry 15 extra food, which means they have to make that trip to the dock half as many times. Chick-fil-A, oh my god. Oh, I'm so jealous. I miss those chicken sandwiches like nobody's business. Mehmet, you wonder what I look like? You'll find out soon enough. I probably at the 10,000 subscriber mark will do a webcam thing. I have to buy a webcam first though. And maybe a ring light or something. I don't know what these I'm gonna have to consult like some 15-year-old, one of my 15-year-old cousins, as to what she does when she takes photos on Instagram. What kind of equipment I'm gonna need to reveal my gorgeous, beautiful face, because you know. Chris, Chick-fil-A is delicious. Chick-fil-A is very tasty. Not the healthiest meals. By the way, Aaron, what from Chick-fil-A? Let's be more specific. Because they also sell like grilled chicken nuggets, which if you're a real chicken nugget connoisseur, you do not touch at all. By the way, entering into the dead space, the minimum range of the Scorpion means the Viper loses that to those Feudal Age archers, which is brilliant game knowledge out of our purple Khmer. You bet I look like a middle-aged man? Not too far off, not too far off. You imagine I do a live stream with my face and I'm like 85 years old and I'm... Should I use one of those like AI faces that they look real but it's not, and then I can fool everybody? Shotang, no, I do not. I don't wear any glasses at all. Except when I drive. Then I wear very small. I think I'm like negative 0.25 or 0.5. I need to wear them for distance. But my eyesight is close up is just fine. Spicy fried chicken wrap and French fries. Oh, you're making me so jealous. Nugget with buffalo sauce. Absolutely. People fantasize about me. I can honestly say absolutely nobody, including my wife, fantasize about me. Absolutely. Oh yeah, George is getting upset. We got a Chick-fil-A in Toronto for the first time in the, I think like 5 years ago, and the lineup was out the door. How old is Doubt? Because I'm 41. I'm going to be 42 this year. Well, whatever I look like. It's the only face I've got, you know? 85 is middle-aged. Night owls are also vampires. True. I look like Tom Cruise in I forget that movie with the vampires. Patrick, welcome. What's a low country boil? Is that where you dump a whole bunch of crawfish and shrimp onto your table? My birthday's in October. I am a Libra, for anyone who believes in that stuff. I remember my brother once went on a date, and the girl asked him his sign, and he said, "Oh, I'm a dinosaur." And she goes, "What the hell are you talking about? Dinosaurs aren't real." And he goes, "Yeah, neither are the signs." And I don't think they talked ever again. Interview with the vampire, yes. Lestat. Crab, shrimp, mussels with corn and sausage. The best part of that is the corn and the sausage. I miss me some southern gumbo soup. Some of us are middle-aged women. Chris is not a fan of the Libras. Why? We're too even-headed and logical. By the way, is this eagle trapped? What is it doing here? Okay, our Khmer, of course, the Khmer being the one to push in with those ridiculously early nights. Although 23 minutes is not that early. Maybe in Rage Forest it is. Our Korean's getting pressed into. He's added a tower to the back, zoning out, protecting his lumber industry as the Viper does what to help out? Doesn't look like the Viper's done anything except bring that one siege workshop over. Although he does have a monk somewhere. Where am I seeing? Where is this yellow triangle? Oh my god, right underneath. You asked how old I am. There you go. Missing what's right underneath my very nose. Your mother is a Libra? So why do you hate Libras? We're very good, Libras. We are cool as cucumbers. Logical. Our Lithuanian is gathering relics. How many does he have already? 2 and a third. Oh, someone's gonna have to help him get this. Look at this. This is like when something is just out of reach. This is so annoying. He needs that 4th one. So obviously he's going heavy cavalry as the Viper. The question is, what's his stone count? 7 on stone. Are we gonna get to see Lechai, or do we think paladins out of the Viper? Samara does have some good defense. I like using all these resource patches as part of his wall off. And so far the Khmer is not really making very many inroads. Although, so that could be attributed to the Viper's monk. Now he's pushing. The monk pops out of the tower. Now that the coast is clear, now the Viper's getting pressed into. But yeah, I mean, you're trying to press into the Viper. You best believe you're going to get walled out real quick. Mehmet, no, I don't play just yet. Oh my god, what a funny little maneuver here out of Fangita. Running circles around that one Korean spearman does lose a knight, but in exchange for a monk, not a terrible trade. What a fantastic move out of purple there to deke around that one spearman. I will start playing. Hopefully I'll be good. I mean, game knowledge is one thing. Being able to click and drag and, you know, do things quickly is quite different. Okay. Gray, who is nameless, the nameless one. What's the character from Game of Thrones? The nameless god, the faceless god, something like that. The faceless men or something. The assassins that Arya gets involved with. My Elo is 3,000. Highly doubt that. If anyone's going to be 3,000, it's definitely going to be Hera. Although I predicted he would hit it by the end of this year. And so far, there's been so many freaking tournaments that Hera has not been playing a lot of ranked ladder, or as much ranked ladder as he probably should, if he wants to go up to 3,000 Elo. The good news is there's a lot of new players around, and so Elo points are being distributed more and more, and there's a lot of good up-and-coming players, too, who have a lot of Elo points for the taken. John Yang, hello, hello. You're watching this as your wife is screaming at the screen because you're losing 1-0. Canada is beating Venezuela? In soccer? Damn. John Yang is blazing it at 420. I don't know if I'll ever do like a 420 stream. Oh, Canada, right, 1-0, sorry. I feel like you can't really smoke when you're playing Age of Empires. You can't really like be inebriated in any kind of way if you want to play well. And as a caster, I kind of want to play well, you know? Learning curve from the default starting. Yeah, there was a recent, there's actually, funny enough that you mentioned at the wall, there was a recent article written about Age of Empires that ranked it compared to a whole bunch of other games. Nomads? What? The hell is our Mongol getting nomads for? It's about as useless as the Inquisition upgrade last game. Is he really afraid of losing houses? Okay. There was an article recently that ranked all these different video games, and Age of Empires, I think, got like 4.5 out of 5. And the only negative that was listed is that the learning curve and the mechanics and the ability to improve is really difficult, given how complicated the game is. One night enough to shoo all of this away? Our Aztec definitely going champions with Garland Wars, right? Right now, a little bit far from that, but uh-oh, wait a second. And of course I said the middle would be the last place for action, and of course it is the first place, maybe second after this. Corey. Yeah, John, exactly. Yeah, that's why I can't imagine there's maybe casting would be fun, but definitely not playing inebriated. Yeah, 45 civs is pretty hard to master. I mean, yours truly makes so many mistakes. I need to look things up. I am on the fandom website and Liquipedia like at least 15 times a day, making sure that I'm not making any mistakes with... Good shot there. Oh my goodness! The elephant of the sea has popped out for our Dravidian, the Thericidai. Okay, 4 extra arrows. This is basically a scorpion on the water. I mean, what is going on tonight? We've seen longboats, we saw Dramans. Now we're seeing the Dravidian unique unit. Ballista elephants are cutting through the forest here. Okay, I mean, just clearing a path for more siege. Let's go back to the water elephant. who is hiding between two docks for some reason. I mean, you built it, might as well use it. It does have 9 range. You do obscure mechanics. I mean, Spirit of the Law is Spirit of the Law. He's just the greatest knowledge. What am I trying to say? Knowledge-based channel kind of thing? Ooh, there's a couple of imitators out there, but no one is quite like Spirit of the Law. You got your South American countries mixed up. Oh, no. Our Lithuanian is here. How many relics does he have? Trying to click on a paladin. This is why yours truly is going to suck. No, he still just has the 3 relics. But 3 is still better. John, yeah, I'm telling you, I don't like making mistakes. And I love that our Aztec is actually doing to these elephants what should have been done to them last game by the Cumin. Even though this time they're Dravidian and they fire ridiculously fast. 1.36 second delay as fast as the freaking Mangudai. Actually, let's compare it to the Mangudai. Oh my god, it's actually faster than the Mangudai? Holy shit, I mean, the rounding is always to 1.4. I did not realize a Dravidian Elephant Archer fires a little bit faster than a Mangudai. That is ridiculous. What good will it do if it can't go anywhere? Yeah, I mean, it's nice to look at. Shuatang, no, they do not. I haven't heard that. You need to get comfortable with losing. Oh, losing is something I'm very comfortable with. Oh my god, why are you engaging into a choke point against Mangudai and Ballista Elephants? The Viper just lost like 10 or 15 paladins. Somebody help him get this relic. Oh, he did get the relic. So why is he only at a +5? Oh, because he just dropped it off. Just as I was saying that. So now he should be at a +6. Yeah, there we go. 20 attack paladins. I used to do piano and chess competitions when I was younger. Believe me, I am very comfortable with losing. Again, the Viper is engaging into checkpoints against fully upgraded elite Mangudai. And then Ballista Elephants with double crossbow. And that plus that equals a lot of dead paladins. Our Dravidian, our Italian, they are here. One side has got the siege sniping bombard cannons, the other has the freaking meat shield. 14,000 HP of meat. Carlos, bienvenido. Titanic Viper, yeah. Speaking of mem stream, that would have definitely those 2 attacks here would have definitely got that Titanic sinking animation going. Ooh, looks like these elephants are taking way too much of a pounding from the siege onagers. I'm not too sure Arbalesters. I mean, the Ethiopian ones do fire fast. But holy shit, I really didn't realize that it was 1.36. Even the Ethiopian is slower than that. It's 1.45. And the Mangudai is what? What did we say? 1.43? Interesting. Thank you, Capture Age. Aztec monks might want to get their shit in order. There's 5 of them with full faith. That's 5 elephants you can, or bombard cannons you can convert. Is the Viper perhaps trying to split his forces up in too many directions? Am I excited about my football national team? Absolutely not. Does that answer your question? Absolutely not. I'm excited when a good team plays. More reinforcements streaming in from the south. Still 12,000 HP of elephant, but it looks like our Korean is getting pressed into. Okay, he does have 9 range so far on his onager. He needs to get that up to 10. And he needs to get siege onagers. Well, there it is. There's Shinki-chan and there is siege onagers. So these are going to be 10 range right now. And in 20 seconds, they're going to be siege onagers. And the Viper's massing his paladins here as well. Don't lose your freaking onagers just yet. Don't lose them. Now they're siege. Let's see. Let's go. And the Viper chooses this moment to pounce. These onagers have 11 kills on 9 onagers. Is not great at all. They are taking out. You don't need to. The Viper will take that out for you. Go forward and slay the purple elephant, which is not a code name for doing drugs. Yeah, I know they're beating Venezuela right now. But no, I'm not excited for Canadian soccer now. If it was hockey, I would definitely be excited. I mean, the elephant count is falling, the HP is falling, the area is getting pressed into. We may yet see the Therisidai in action. For now, 1,000 HP has done absolutely nothing. I think I earlier said ballista bolts. I think I mistook them for the Portuguese caravel. That's not what this one does. My bad. Drugs are bad, okay? Sorry, one sec. I can do a better Mackie impression. One sec. Okay. Okay. Drugs are bad, okay? Okay. The Italians were adding bombard cannons here a little while ago, and they're still adding bombard cannons. He's got a couple of these, 4 of these siege workshops. Let's see some condottieri out of you. Yeah, we're going condottieri. We're getting pavis for the extra armor, chainmail armor as well. Catherine, do you watch the WNBA games? Now with Caitlin Clark and all the drama surrounding her entrance into there. Why is orange pinging here? Not too sure. Maybe they want to destroy some buildings. Clear up that trade route. Oh no. Now we've got Ethiopian with torsion engines. Yeah, torsion engines and Aztec siege onagers. What is our Korean doing here? Let's freaking go. Come on. Kill some elephants and Mangadai. Okay, good first volley. The Viper's engaged on the right. A not very good coordination out of the Viper and Samaro, although the elephants are not moving. The elephants are not moving. Oh my goodness, if our Korean can take this high ground and hold it, he will be invincible. He's entering into the castle firing zone. Attack the castle, attack the castle. There we go. Look at Yellow's trade. 51 trade cards. Those impressions are half the reason you come here. What did I do last time? A British impression or oh, my Australian impression? That was absolutely atrocious. Oh my god. You don't like basketball? Fair enough. Come on, give these guys some kills. Interesting. Our Chimera is taking the gold patch here. There are 3 boars. That's 1,000 food for free, but I'm sure food is probably not the big priority right now. 24 Korean siege onagers with 10 range and 54 kills. Only 5 friendly fire. Holy moly. Yeah. Do you remember, John, did you ever watch Arrested Development with Anyang and how they thought it was his name, but he was just saying hello the whole time? Anyang. That might be one of my favorite storylines from that entire show. I mean, the Viper just keeps throwing paladins. I don't know what the name of the game plan here for him is, but it's kill paladins. Damn, Cleveland's #1 right now. Interesting. I used to follow. Oh no, I missed it. Shit. Somebody remind me to go back to the 50-minute mark of the game afterwards. I used to love baseball when Toronto was actually good. Not anymore. Uh-oh. Ethiopian halberdiers. At this point, you might as well train Shotel warriors with royal heirs. Oh no, never mind. There's a couple more here. Wait a second. Did I screw up? It is a ballista bolt that they fire. Or is it the Caravel? Now I'm really confused. 5230. Thank you, Doc. I like that the trade route is... Oh, sorry about that. The trade route is literally right here. It is so close. Ooh, here we go. Let's see how good Samero's attack rounds are. First volley clips a few. Second volley clips a few more. But he doesn't need to anymore. These Korean halberdiers, 50% cheaper wood makes them ridiculously cheap. Firing everywhere. Trebs. Mangonels. I mean, what do these Hussars think they're going to accomplish here against so many halberdiers? That was just a waste by purple. Four kills for the Thyrsidai. And the Condottieri out of our Dravidian. Condottieri, which, by the way, remember, benefit from Woot's frickin' steel. So they ignore armor altogether. Doesn't matter. Siege unit. Doesn't matter. It's not a composite bowman. And he is going up to 46 of them. Oh, the Batista bat flip. Yeah, that was pretty epic. I'm more of a 94, 95, 96 Blue Jays kind of guy. I mean, what's the game plan here for the Viper that he constantly keeps throwing away these paladins? Is it just to hold the line so that the Korean onagers can show up? I'm not too sure why he keeps on throwing away so many paladins. I mean, he's at 55, 56. Oh, it looks like a third avenue of attack has opened up, but again, the Viper throwing away paladins. 90s Blue Jays were pretty freaking good. Joe Carter with the home run. Yeah, the Korean onager count is very reduced. Condottieri's attack on a 10? Oh, wait a second. It's gonna get reduced a little bit more if the Khmer can close on here. I thought I saw like 40 Condottieri for orange. Where are they? Yeah, there we go. So 14 attack, ignores armor against a champion that attacks on a 21. Ouch. Freaking Garland Wars. And our Italian is now in this part of the map. The Viper with another throwaway group of paladins. Hello? Wake up, guys. You have a castle to tear down. And the Viper ran into here for no reason whatsoever. Okay. Oh, mamma mia. 26 siege onagers, maybe fewer now that green is moving forward. Nope. There's that 10 range for you. It looks like Team South is starting to push through into the east. Yellow is pinging here. Probably wants these houses deleted. Or never mind. He wants to clear up space for the trade route. And here we go. Shotel warriors. The only thing missing is Jaguar warriors. And I see two of them are out. Oh, good pancake there from the siege onagers. But with a 2-tile radius, there's going to be a lot of friendly fire from these Ethiopian SOs. The Viper is in the trade route, probably better served with maybe some winged hussars. And there's Royal Heirs. Finally, we get to see that upgrade. In the center, the Dravidian has pushed through significantly here. Yeah, Team South looks like they're taking this. Their army count isn't that much ahead, though, and there are still Mangudai and Ballista elephants here to the north. Chester, good to catch you live. Catherine, now you sound like a Toronto hockey fan, not getting your hopes up. We have all lost hope in the Maple Leafs. 46 siege onagers slowly slinking forward. Oh, what a horrible time to change directions. What an absolute horrible time to take. And that one trade cart, FU, say 26 onagers. And yeah. We need to see that again. That was epic. Oh, dee-do. I'm just a Mangudai. I think I'm going to go right and then maybe change direction in the last second to go left. Ouch. 52 kills. And then in one individual trade card. So they pushed in on the right side. They pushed in through the center. The left has been secured for now, but I mean, there's one Shotel warrior and there's no more Jaguar warriors. The Maple Leafs are a brand, not a team. Yeah, a shitty brand. He developed a sausage brand with Argentinian flavor. Carlos, I haven't heard of Odd Sausage. I'm definitely going to try that. I love all kinds of meat condensed into a tube. That was about an epic way to end it as we've seen so far. That attack was terrible. Halberdiers to Halberdiers, 71 Korean onagers. This is why I was a little bit surprised. I made a poll maybe like 6 months ago as to which onager people preferred. Was it the Celtic? Was it the Mongol? Was it the Teutonic? Was it the Ethiopian? Was it the Korean? Very few people chose the Korean. I think having extra range is pretty damn good. Biggest donor was our nameless Italian. Donated it as anonymous, 20,000 to our Korean. Well, that's there's your siege onager push. What am I looking at? Conversions, not that many, but all, of course, going to the Aztec and our Dravidian, interestingly enough. 483 kills. Not too far behind is our Korean. Not too far behind at all is Ganji, our Ethiopian. Utensils are technically food weapons. Okay, David might have been... that is definitely a stoner thought. How many kills on the elephants? 132 on 23 elephants. And somehow the Viper's strategy of just throwing small clumps of paladins pays off. What is the trade? Not that great for Team North. I mean, our Italian has more trade than... Actually, our Italian has 40,000 trade, which is compared to the 44 or so of the other team, is basically all of their trade. Wow. Well, everyone, I think that's going to end it for us tonight. I'm going to try to live stream again tomorrow at the exact same time. Hopefully everyone can make it. If not, you are dead to me. As dead as this trade card. Poor Ox. He didn't know no better. He didn't deserve to die like that. In any event, thank you everyone for joining. And I will catch everyone in the next one. I appreciate it. And everyone have a fantastic night. Doc, have a fantastic afternoon. It is 12:09 p.m. for you, I believe. And we will see everyone hopefully tomorrow for more. Maybe we'll do some Rage Forest 5 team games. I'll try to see if I know that there were a few played. Either that or the Shun IC Cup. But we'll see. We'll see whatever it is. It will be fun. Hopefully more Mangonel hits. And everyone have a fantastic night. And Take care, everyone. I appreciate everyone joining and chatting and commenting. And if you didn't chat, if you're just lurking in the background, Naga, 9 a.m. in the morning in Indonesia. Oh, damn. Well, good morning to you. And everyone, I'll hopefully see you tomorrow. And go Venezuela. Venezuela, Canada. And on that note, on the I'm going to say good night to everybody. Good morning. And I'll see everyone. Yes, I will remember odd time. I'm going to Google it right now. Take care, everyone. See you in the next one.